Yo, what up, guys? Just over here about to complete this. I think they're calling it the Season 7 3-point takeover challenges. I'm about to get it started and just get it done and just knock it out real quick. I'm like dead tired because all I've been doing is grinding for like the last week and a half now. So I'm just completely like spent. But the grind continues, and I'm just gonna knock this out real quick. It doesn't seem too difficult. It seems like it should take maybe about 2 hours at the most. So let's get it done. Yo, what up, Devin? What's good, my dude? Just over here, grinding out for this legend badge. Nothing too special. Just, I would call it like a little bit of a light grind, you know, to start my day. Nothing too hectic. I usually don't go on to Showdown or Salary Cap until like nighttime. Maybe in a little bit, Devin. I'm actually kind of tired today because the whole weekend I've been grinding the game away, and I'm just like super tired. to be honest, I don't even feel like talking much. I'm just like dead tired because yesterday I must have grinded the game for like 24 hours straight to get all of those summer event challenges done, and I'm just so tired today, man. I'm like actually super dead tired. But and I wasn't gonna stream today or anything, but I figured I had this to grind out. I figured why not stream it. I'm like 30% set up. Damn, Devin. Good job, man. Let me tell you, Devin, don't be in like any sort of rush, you know, to always level up so quickly. Last weekend, oh my God, I got to level 40 in, I want to say 72 hours. And it was a lot of work, man. Just take your time with it. It's pretty tiring to do all of this grinding constantly. You know, go out there and be a kid. Go out there and go to the park and hang out with your friends and just don't spend your whole day grinding the game and shit. It gets a little bit tiring and it wears you out and stuff. Oh yeah, that's right. You want that PG. Yeah, you're right. No, that PG is nice. You know, I was kind of hating on that PG at first, and now I love that PG. He's fucking awesome. That PG is really good. And he's definitely worth the grind. Yeah, he's worth grinding for sure. Yeah. I kind of like him a lot right now. Like, nowadays I like him a lot. Like, he's one of my favorite players in the game now. And, like, the first day or two, I thought he was trash. I was like, I can't get used to this player. But now I really like him. Yo, what's up, Dev? 2 devs in the chat. That's awesome. Nothing much. Just grinding this challenge away. You know, just starting my day off with like a little bit of a light grind, and then maybe tonight I'll be playing some Showdown and Salary Cap. Actually, I'm so worn out from like the last 2 to 3 days of just grinding. I think tonight the only thing I'm gonna do is Salary Cap. I can't picture myself grinding any Showdown because I'm fucking worn out, guys. Like, I've been grinding since last weekend, since the season started. It's been nothing but non-stop grinding. And I'm a little worn out. And yesterday I was grinding the game for 24 hours straight yesterday, and it took me 24 hours of grinding to get, you know, all of those summer event challenges done. And I'm just a little bit spent. And then I'm still dealing with my car being in the shop. And since today's a holiday, they're like not answering the phone. And so I'm still dealing with that. And then my son, he's supposed to be coming home in a little bit from his grandmother's house, so I can't wait till he gets home because he's been gone all weekend. But to be honest, I'm just real tired from like all of the grinding I've been doing on the game. You know, people don't realize, but like grinding on the game for like 24 hours straight, grinding on the game for like a whole weekend straight, it wears you out mentally and physically. It wears you out. You feel tired. The next day you feel like a damn zombie. And I just feel tired and worn out. And like the game has been keeping me up extra late. Like I've been on the game like really, really late at night and just grinding until the wee hours of the morning. And like it's completely thrown off my sleep schedule, and I'm just tired as fuck. Devin, you know what? A lot of people I've been playing a lot of people from the chat, and yesterday I played somebody that was he was a top 1% player, tier 1, and he was a competition player, and he was somebody that beat Decentric. And I beat him on my stream last night. I couldn't believe it. And I've been taking on so many challenges from the chat. That's also been wearing me out. Like just competing day in, day out, every game. And but you know, you've been asking me to play for a few weeks now, and I know me and we've played a few times and we're 1-1, and I know you want to play. So give me a second. Let me just check out how many more of these
WSG
let
dev.
me see how many more of these challenges I have to complete. A lot of them. I wonder how long it takes to
I
get
learned
this done. It
myself
looks like this
again.
should only take about maybe an hour or two. Also, Dev, my team isn't looking too good. My team is looking pretty ass.
So in a bit.
You know, this is what my team is looking like. It's not the best, not the worst, but it's definitely not like a god. It's definitely not a god tier type of player. It's not a god squad. That's what I was trying to say. My bad. But it's definitely not a god squad, and I don't think any of these players are S tier or A tier players. They're just kind of a little bit outdated at this point. I feel like I've got to start loading up my team with more 100s, but I'm trying to get back to 10
MyTeam
mil.
Opal Osar Vibes card.
Nice, nice. How much did you get? How much did you pay for him? All right, let me know when you're ready, Devin.
Osar Ken.
I'll play you. Guys, I'm so glad. That's another thing that kept me up last night. After I was done streaming, I found out that the New York Knicks won
Thanks
that
for the
game last night, and I was so
180K.
fucking happy. I watched the whole fucking game
25K
right before I
MT.
fell asleep. I was so happy that the Knicks won. It really made my night. I was so bummed out about that. I was like, oh man, I can't believe we,
Gimme a
because I
sec.
could have swore we were going to lose game three. And then I went to go check the
One try
scores right before I
only.
went to bed. And I saw that we won the game, and I was so fucking happy. I started watching the game until I fell asleep. But that's all I've been doing is just like doing a lot of grinding and just fucking playing the game a lot. Like I love the game, but it's really been like keeping me so busy just from all the grinding that I haven't had a chance to play any showdown. But tonight I'm gonna really grind some
It
salary
looks
cap and get
solid.
that done. And I want to hit
Easy.
2,500. I actually want to hit 5,000 points in salary cap. That's my goal for this season. And I know we only have like I think it's like 3 days left for round one, but I have to get it done today because you get a dark matter and you get a 100 from salary cap if you grind out all 3 rounds. And I'm gonna grind it out. And I know I want to give the grinding a little bit of a break, but like 2K doesn't stop bombarding you with agenda after agenda, and they keep you so busy. But I gotta admit, I've been having a lot of fun with it. It's just that I've been like so fucking tired from all of it. Like when I say that I've been tired, I'm tired, tired. But I'm gonna continue grinding and getting it done. Hold on.
I invited you.
Devin, you ready right now? Okay, Devin, give me 1 second. I'll be back in 2 seconds. I just gotta go do something real quick.
Okay.
I'll be back. Give me 1 second.
Is Opal Osar good? No dev. Why? Or how? His jumper trash. I can hit with it though I rhythm shoot. Ill BRB. And this one has 3 legend. Bet indie. Oh okay Dev. Yo.
Alright, I'm back, guys. Thanks for waiting. The guy that mows my grass is out there, and I had to pay him and stuff. And he only takes cash. Yo, what up, ref? Yeah, I'm about to play Devin.
Hold up.
He's on a mission to get his rematch.
I'm in a breakout game.
All right, take your time, Devin. Let me know when you're done. I'm going to play a breakout game, too. But what's good, ref? You got the day off today? I'm over here waiting for my wife and my son to get back home. They went to he went to his grandmother's house. And I'm just waiting for him to get home. I miss the little fella. And besides that, I'm grinding the game, trying to get that free legend that they're gonna give us today. Damn, you had to work today? That sucks, man. Feel like nowadays, you got to get some rest. You can't always be working yourself into the ground and shit, but that's what life has become. Life has become all about work and working yourself into the ground. God forbid you try to make some spare money for, ripping packs and shit. That's what I'm saying. Nowadays, who the fuck has the spare cash, to spend so much money on ripping packs? I feel like ripping packs have kind of gone dead this year. But I'm sure there's a lot of people out there ripping a ton of packs. But yeah, besides that, I'm just chilling, trying to get these agendas done. And I need some legends. I'm really in need of a ton of legends. I don't have any left. So I need to get some back. And I figured, why not do this agenda? It seems like it's worth it, and it seems like it should only take maybe about an hour to get done. It doesn't seem like it's too bad. I'm just so tired of doing all of these agendas. Like, I've been so busy since Season 7 started with agendas and challenges and getting to level 40 that I haven't even had a chance, to really get on a showdown. I really haven't had the time for it. And, since Season 7 started, I've been mostly playing the computer and just, grinding out the game. I've hardly had a chance to play any showdown or any salary cap. But tonight, it's my mission. I'm going to grind out salary cap for sure tonight. There's no way that I'm going to miss out on a 100 card, and there's no way I'm going to miss out on a dark matter card. That's free. So tonight, I'm going to be grinding out salary cap the whole fucking night until I hit at least 2,500 points. I think I already have about 800 points. So I'm going to try to get to 2,500 points tonight. And then within the next few days, I'm going to try to get to 5,000 points. Because if you get to 5,000 points, you get a free dark matter this season, this round. And if you play all 3 rounds of salary cap, you get a free 100 at the end of the 3rd round. And I think that's a really good grind. I think it's a really good grind and a really good deal. You can't beat a free 100. You can't even get that from the park or showdown. You have to pay. You have to play like 200 games of showdown or like 400 games of park to get a free 100. And if you play salary cap, you get it from like 60 games. All right, Devin, let me play this last game. So I still say if you like being rewarded, I still say that the best mode, if you want to get any sort of good prizes or good rewards, I want to say that mode is salary cap. And they really don't make you grind it out so much. You don't have to play like a whole bunch of games to get the prize or the reward. It's on a point system. So as long as you reach, 2,500 points or you reach 5,000 points, you're going to get your prize. And you could actually lose your way to the main prize because they give you loser points. You actually get points even if you lose the game in that mode. And like I said, it's on a point system. So you can just lose your way to the main prize. I mean, I wouldn't recommend losing your way to the main reward, but if you suck really bad in 5v5 or you suck really bad in showdown or salary cap, like I said, you can go into salary cap and you can lose your way to a free 100. You don't even have to really try that hard in that mode. It's really not a sweaty mode. It's a really like casual type of mode.
You ready?
All right, I'm ready, Devin. Send me the invite, Devin. Nice, Dev.
Bet.
Okay, Devin. No, I read your chats, Dev. I saw what you said. You said you hit a nasty fader with Timmy over Steven Adams. I seen it. I'm trying to address both Devins, both Devs. All right, Devin, take it easy on me, little man. I'm not out here trying to sweat it out. I haven't played any showdown in like a week now because I've just been grinding out agendas.
No, I meant to
And
say
I feel like I'm a little bit rusty in 5v5 right now. Like I said, I haven't played any.
You invite me.
All right. But yeah, so and anytime I don't get on the sticks for like a few days, anytime I don't run any 5v5 or any showdown, I feel like I'm a little bit rusty at the game and shit. Like I haven't been hitting my threes. But that's no excuse. I'm always ready for any challenge and I don't duck a challenge from anyone. And most of the time I tend to win.
Quit immediately, lol. Invite me again.
After that shot, dude immediately quit. Good. Yo, that's the best feeling ever is when you make somebody rage quit. When they know they can't beat you. Like the game's not even over. You got like maybe a 5 or 7 point lead. They could easily come back from it, but they know they can't beat you, so they just quit. I fucking love when that happens. It's the best feeling ever in Showdown. Okay, let me try to invite Devin again. If not, I'm gonna get back to my agendas because I really want to see if I can get a really good legend out of it. You know what, Dev? It's funny. The people with the best teams are the ones that always suck the most sometimes because they're so used to like winning because of their good cards. They're so used to like relying and depending on their good cards to get them wins that when they finally get like a real challenge that they can't beat, they just quit really quick because they know they can't beat you.
4 minutes.
So sometimes the people with the best of teams are the ones that, really can't play the game. Oh, man, I left it for 5-minute quarters. I'm sorry about that, Devin.
The NBA on 2K Sports.
Yeah, I know. I was going to set it for 4-minute quarters, but I'm just gonna leave it like the way it is.
Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
But this is NBA2k versus Devin Silverman. And let's see how he goes. How he does. How it goes. I have to say, I always get a little bit nervous playing people from the chat, but nowadays I'm getting a little bit used to it.
Screen by Duncan.
But at first I used to get really nervous playing people from the chat. Okay, Devin comes out shooting. He comes out lights. He's out shooting, you know.
Getting that first one in the bank.
And will that get him rolling? Will it get his team rolling? This should be an interesting
Devin is so ready for this matchup.
Now,
you can just tell.
And Robinson throws it down hard.
Love the show of force.
He already came out shooting lights out.
When he's deep inside, it is clear.
He's got Michael Beasley out there. He's got the bees.
From Beasley for 2. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Screen by Duncan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I like playing Devin, though. I feel like I'm playing like my little brother or like, you know, my little nephew or something. He's a cool little kid, and he knows a lot about the game. But such a little man, he has a huge, extensive knowledge of the game. So it's pretty cool playing someone that really loves the game and that's really passionate about it.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
It's Beasley on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Duncan.
Okay. I was going to say, I thought it was going to be off me for a second.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And George, here we go. Oh, he jams it right over Alex Sarr.
Well, you love how Paul George finishes on the drive. That is a powerful dunker right there.
No good from Duncan.
Yeah, I'm trying to lock in.
Now the Knicks with it. 4-point game. And George with this stuff.
Can't let Devin beat me. Yo, what's good, Marcus? Just playing some showdown with people from the chat. Just hanging out, just chilling. Finding the game like always. I feel like ever since season 7 started, I've been grinding the game non-stop. Last week I got to level 40 in one weekend. This week I've been grinding all of those fucking festival event challenges for the event cards, and it's just been a lot of work. And I've been playing a lot of people from the chat, and I'm just tired. But the grind continues.
New York moving the ball around.
Nice block, man. Nice defense, Devin.
Pass to Sarr. Beasley outside. Will it go? There's the 3. That's good. And
get out of here. Nice shooting, Devin. Good shot, little man.
New York leading by 5. Here's George, and it's blocked.
Oh my gosh. I went right into the defense right there.
Has major defensive potential.
No good from Duncan.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Robinson down low. And he banks in the layup. Robinson's got his second.
But what have you been up to, Marcus?
And the formula is simple for these guys. Get Robinson the ball near the hoop and watch the Admiral operate.
I feel like I haven't seen you in forever.
Top Leonard trains the 3-pointer.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Nice. Hey, Marcus, last night I beat a player that was a top 1% player. He was a tier 1 player, and he also beat Decentric the other day. And we played last night on my stream, and I ended up beating the guy. I think it was like either by 2 points or by 4 points, but I managed to get the win. And he was a top 1%, king of the court player, tier 1 player that just beat the Centric the other day, and I took him down. It was one of the best games I ever had. I really had to lock in for it. But damn, that sucks that so many people had to work today, man. You know, you should be able to have the day off to spend with your family and shit. Be able to barbecue and stuff.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Yeah, appreciate it, Marcus. But yeah, I just been hanging out, spending a lot of time with the chat and like playing people from the chat.
It's Wilkins with the drive. Oh.
Devin, don't be quitting on me, Devin. But Devin, if you want to quit, just let me know if you're done for it, and it's all good. I got to get back to my agendas. Nice shooting, little man. Devin always keeps himself in the game with that 3-ball.
This guy is too good from distance.
He takes it in, and Wilkins slams it in.
And he just possesses that.
I gotta start shooting more threes. I feel like sometimes I'm slacking on the threes, not 3-ball hunting enough.
Well, fade away. Sarr's shot is off. And here's Duncan. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They lead by 7.
But I feel like if you got, like, you know, a 2-pointer staring you right in your face, you gotta take the gimme points. You can't pass them up. Sometimes you can shoot yourself out of a game, and you don't want to do that.
So important.
Beasley for 3 from the arc. Hits it from
nice shooting, Devin. Real nice shooting, Dev.
Beasley's got 6.
Like I said, if you're a good 3-point shooter in this game, you could keep yourself in this game. Oh man, I should have made that.
New York with their lead standing
Yo, what up, Bats?
at the end of the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for
Yo,
them.
how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone had the day off today, man. It really sucks that everyone didn't get the day off today to just sit home and do whatever the fuck you want to do and barbecue. Like, I feel like everyone should have the day off today just to spend time with your family and hang out with your friends and do the shit you like, you know, do the shit you enjoy doing.
From them in this one.
I enjoy playing 2K, so that's what I'm doing today.
And find good looks.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition.
Yeah, that's the way I like to play Bats. I like to play inside out.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
You know, I like to take whatever the defense allows and whatever the defense gives me. I don't like to force anything up. I really don't. If the defense takes away the threes, you know, just go inside. If the defense allows you to go inside, you know, take it until the defense takes it away. But I don't like forcing, you know, any threes up.
A 3 from Leonard. They get it again. Fires from deep. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside, George. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's the 3. Baltimore with the rebound.
Man, what a bad 3 with Giannis. I could feel he was like a little too tired for that 3.
Again, the miss by Baltimore. New York leading by 8. And that's a foul.
Oh my gosh, I haven't even scored a bucket yet in this second quarter, man.
GGS.
Good game, Devin. Good game, Dev. GG's, man. And what I like about Devin is Devin's a little kid. He's a young buck, but he ain't afraid of no smoke. Devin don't be ducking no smoke, and he's up for any challenge and he'll take on anyone. He don't give a fuck. So he'll take on a grown man that's talking trash, and sometimes he'll teach him a lesson. So watch out for Devin. He's gonna be dangerous when he grows up. GG's, Dev. Good game, man. But he don't ever duck the smoke. All right, I'm gonna get back to my agendas because, like I said, I'm trying to get some legends. I don't have that many anymore, and I want to get them back into my collection. And I got everything else done. This is the only thing, and I can't believe that 2K didn't like drop more content for the week. This is all they gave us for, you know, for Monday. It's kind of sad, man. Like, they should have gave us more stuff to do. Like, I get really bored when I don't have something to grind out, like some kind of agenda or like goal for the day. So it would have been nice if they gave us more content. Yo, what up, Sanchez? What's good, my dude? I'm just hanging out over here, chilling, you know, enjoying the vibes, hanging out with the 2K fam, and just enjoying the day off and shit. And I'm just grinding out the game some more. Like I said, I've been grinding out the game since Season 7 started. And I want to say since Season 7 started, it's been a non-stop grind. Like 2K, it's been one thing after another with 2K. Get to level 40 in 3 days. I did that. Do the PG-13 challenges. I did that. You know, grind out the new festival event. I did that. You know, they've been dropping so many events and so much stuff to grind. It's been keeping me really, really busy, man. And after this, I'm going to take like a little bit of a break, but then I'm going to get back to grinding because I got to grind salary cap and I got to get to 2,500 points and I got to get to 5,000 points. Because remember, guys, in salary cap, in round 1, you can get a dark matter for free and you could also get a shard at 2,500 points, which is going to let you get a 100. So you got to grind out salary cap. You only have 3 more days left. And if you don't do round 1, you can't get that 100, you know, for free. So you got to make sure you do it. But besides that, I just been grinding out the game a lot, man. Like, I've been non-stop grinding, and it's been a lot of work. And I have to say, I'm pretty tired of, like, it's been wearing me out. And it's been really fucking with my sleep schedule because I've been up so late, you know, just grinding the game away, trying to get shit done. And last night, I want to say it took me 8 to 10 hours to do all of the summer festival events. I did it all in one night, but it took me fucking 8 to 10 hours. And I was dead tired afterwards. So it's just been a lot of grinding.
60% to LBL 39. So close.
And I feel like the only person that does like this much grinding is just Carlo. Carlo and Decentric do a lot of grinding, but I don't see anyone else doing this much grinding. And I don't understand how they're not doing this much grinding, because 2K drops like so much, like, you know, challenges and agendas, you know, throughout the week, that it keeps you so damn busy that like you gotta be grinding to get all of this stuff. You know, if you don't do it, you're leaving so much stuff on the table. Like, for example, if you don't do this 3-point takeover challenge, you're gonna miss out on a legend. If you don't grind salary cap today, you're gonna miss out on a dark matter and a 100. So there's so many things that you gotta get done in this game, or you're just gonna miss out. And I don't know about you guys, I don't like to fucking miss out on anything that this company's giving out for free. I don't. You gotta take advantage of it while they're being nice. Because most of the year they don't give us shit for free. So I don't give a fuck how tired I am. I just gotta get it done. And last night I was grinding the game out for 24 hours straight, just to get shit done in the game. Now, the Herpes 2K grind, that's a different type of grind, ref. That's the kind of grind that I do, and that's the kind of grinding, you know, that I complete when I go to the strip club. That's when I end up with the Herpes 2K grind. Is, you know, from hitting up the strip clubs. But from just grinding out 2K, all you get done is, you know, completing some challenges. You don't end up with Herpes 2K. But yeah, that's all I've been doing, is just grinding out the game a lot. And if you grind the game out a lot, you're gonna realize that this company is pretty giving, and they're giving out a lot of good shit. You can't sit here and complain and say, hey, this company isn't giving us anything. If you grind out the event, you can make a ton of MT from it. If you grind out the event, you can get a bunch of good cards from the exchange. If you grind out the event, you know, you're really gonna get a lot of good stuff. If you grind out all the challenges, you know, you're gonna get stuff like badges. And if you grind out salary cap, you're gonna get some good free players. So for people that say, oh, you can only grind for packs, that's not true. If you grind salary cap right now, you're going to get a free 100 overall player. And I think this season 7, at least to me, has been starting off with a bang. And I don't have anything negative to say about the game right now. It's all W's.
Free popsicle.
Yeah, a lot of free popsicles. That is true, Ref. The game has been giving us a lot of free popsicles. That is true. And I don't know what's going on with this summer event, but those cards are fucking god awful. Like, they need to make the cards a lot better. I know they're just event cards, but they could have done something like a lot cooler. Tyler, salary cap round 1 ends in just 3 days. It ends in like, let me check, like, because I want to make sure for myself. Salary cap round 1, I think, ends in 72 hours, man. You don't have much time. You know, and it ends in 3 days. You have 72 hours, and look at all the good stuff you get on the way. When you hit 1,500 points, you're going to get a 95 plus premium pack. You have a chance that this can be a Galaxy Opal. When you reach 2,000 points, you're going to get 10,000 MT, guys. I don't know about you, but that's huge. 10,000 MT is not just a little bit of MT. That's a good amount of MT. And then when you get to 2,500 points, you're going to get a shard for a 100 overall premium pack. That's huge. You're going to get a 100 at the end of round 3. And then at 5,000 points, you're going to get a Dark Matter shard. And you're going to get that Dark Matter at the end of round 1. You're going to get a Dark Matter pack at the end of every single round. That means by the time you complete all 3 rounds, you're going to get 3 Dark Matters for free. And you're going to get a 100 overall for free. You can't beat that. And you can't say that this company isn't giving you anything. You just got to grind out the game. You know, just don't be sitting there going to the park every fucking day. Grind out the game. Grind out the other modes. And you're going to get some really good free shit, man. So I'm tired of people like, oh, this company doesn't give us any. I'm like, no, hold up. I've been grinding out all of Season 7, and I was grinding out all of Season 6, and I got a bunch of good free stuff. So you really can't say that anymore. There's a lot of good free stuff that you can get from this company. You just have to spend time grinding out the game. Like today. They gave us a free legend. Oh my gosh. Talking about free stuff. Look what I just got. A 95 plus overall Skylines pack. Let's go check out what this pack is going to give us. But you can't say they don't give us free stuff, because I just got something for free for grinding out the game. It didn't cost me anything. And then if you come over here, today they gave us an agenda where you can grind it out for a free legend badge. Guys, do you know how much this badge is worth? This badge has a lot of value. You know, this is not, you know, some giveaway prize. This is something that has a lot of value. So I would recommend doing this and getting this badge, you know, today as soon as possible. But you can't say that this company doesn't give us anything good, because they've been giving us a whole bunch of good stuff. I want to say since like season 6 going into season 7 now. And they've been dropping an event every 2 weeks. And like I said, this event, you know, allows you to make MT. This event allows you to take, you know, advantage of the exchange and all of the good players that are in it. So you can't say there's nothing in the, you know, that 2K isn't giving us anything. They're giving us a lot of good stuff. Stuff that we don't have to pay for.
The park is the worst. I agree with you. Only thing I can say is I have the worst luck with the packs and boxes that
Now, the park is the worst. I agree with you. The only thing I can say is I had the worst luck with packs and the boxes. Yeah. I mean, I can't say that I have, like, for example, I've gotten this card already like 2 to 3 other times for free. Now, the only thing I don't like about the park is that the park is so sweaty. And for 2K to ask you to go on a 5-game win streak to get something out of the park, to get like a prize, I think that's asking a bit much, because there's people that have been playing this game all year and they've never gotten a 5-game win streak in the park. So getting a 5-game win streak in the park is pretty difficult. And I feel like that's asking a lot out of like your average casual player. Hey, go get a 5-game win streak in the park, when most people that play this game every day, haven't gotten a 5-game win streak in the park, especially if you don't have any buddies to run with and you're just constantly running with randoms. It's really difficult to get a 5-game win streak at the park. I recommend that if you got to get a 5-game win streak at the park, go do it through Park Solo. That's going to be your best bet. Do it through Park Solo. Anytime I need a 5-game win streak in Park, I go and I do it through Park Solo. And that's going to be your quickest, fastest way to do that grind. Okay, I'm going to continue. I got to make like 5 more 3-pointers and then I'm done with this. But that's all I've been doing since this season 7 and since like season 6 is I've been grinding out the game and I've been getting a lot of good free stuff. If it's not badges, it's players or packs. I don't know, Marcus. For example, salary cap. I feel like if you play salary cap, and I don't know if you're a salary cap person, if you're playing Showdown, I feel like the rewards, they suck. If you're playing Park, I feel like sometimes those rewards suck. But if you're playing salary cap, I feel like that mode is really rewarding and you get a lot of good stuff from it. You're constantly getting packs, 92 plus packs. You're constantly getting 95 plus packs. Sometimes you get Galaxy Opal packs. Last season, they were giving you a lot of Galaxy Opal packs. This season, they give you a Dark Matter pack. They're going to give you 3 Dark Matter packs for completing round 1, 2, and 3, and they give you a 100 pack. That's pretty good to me, Marcus. If you can get 3 Dark Matters and 1 100 from just grinding out the salary cap mode, from grinding one mode to 5,000 points, I think that's pretty good, and it only takes about 20 games to get to 5,000 points. So I think that mode is pretty rewarding. And even Domination, the new Domination is pretty rewarding. I know they took away MT out of from Domination, but from Domination now you can get 7, I think it's like 6 or 7 legends if you complete all of Domination, and then you get Dark Matter Bernard King. I don't know, Marcus. I think that's a W. Dark Matter Bernard King plus 7 legends. I think that's a W. And what else is there that's worth grinding? The playoff events. The playoff events, round 1, 2, and 3, you were able to make like 30,000 MT plus get a bunch of free players from the playoff events and make 30,000 MT from each of round. That to me was a W. And you get to make a bunch of MT. And then the festival events, you could either grind it out for an exchange player. You can grind it out and do the MT method. But there's been a lot of good free stuff that you can grind out. So I kind of disagree with you that Marcus. I think 2K's done a really good job at giving us a lot of stuff to grind that leads to a lot of good free stuff. Oh no, Marcus, I'm just saying there's people that, like, I don't know, like, for example, I don't play much Park, and I can still go out there and get a 5-game win streak, and I've done it plenty of times, especially if I'm running with Dead Man Walking 420 and I'm running with Alpha, I can get a 5-game win streak at the Park like it's nothing. But there's some people out there that, they don't have, friends that they can run with, or they're constantly running with randoms, or, maybe they're just a casual player. And, there's a lot of people out there that still can't get a 5-game win streak in the Park. And that's why I recommend if you can't do it with randoms, try to do it through Park Solo. Maybe you'll have better luck with that. But I don't play that much Park, and I've seen a lot of people struggle with Parks. But I've seen people struggle with those Park agendas, those Park challenges. Yeah, like take for example right there, Devin. He's got friends to run with, and he plays Park all the time, and he just can't get that 5-game win streak. So I feel like there's a lot of people like that because I get a lot of people coming into my chat saying, hey, getting the 5-game win streak is a little bit too difficult, or hey, I don't have any friends to run with. Can you help me out with that? Or like, me and my group of friends, we suck and we still can't get the 5-game win streak. And, call it what you want to call it, a skill-based gap. I just think that the park is real sweaty. It's not, casual friendly. And to ask people to get a 5-game win streak when there's a lot of people that can't get it done, it's asking a bit much.
I wanna run park after I hit 40 in like half an hour, please.
For example, the other day, I forgot what it was that you got from King of the Court, but I went into King of the Court. I played 4 games. I won 4 games in a row, and then I was done. And I forgot what they gave us. I think they gave us like an event card or something. But most people, when they have to complete a King of the Court challenge, they actually just go on to King of the Court and they lose all 3 of those games, and then they're out. They don't even go to King of the Court to try to attempt to win those games. There's a lot of people that have been playing King of the Court all season, and they don't ever get 3 to 4, wins in King of the Court. They don't ever come in, top 10%. So, I think sometimes some of these challenges, they're not, casual friendly, and they need some of the challenges to be a little bit more easier for the casual players. But anytime there's like a King of the Court challenge, there's a lot of people that just go into King of the Court. They play the 3 games. They don't even try to win. They just want to get the games over with. And they're not even trying hard or even trying to win the game. They're just trying to get, the challenge so, they can get the prize at the end. And I feel like there's a lot of people that do stuff like that. And there's a lot of people that can't get that 5-game win streak at the park. And I feel like they, just ease it up a little bit, 2K, so people can get these prizes. No, that is true, Marcus. You're right. If you're a casual and you're not good enough to win 5 in a row, you're just not good enough to win 5 in a row. But I say maybe they could, take it down a notch, make it 3 games in a row. So this way it gives the casual player and their friends a chance to win, and get the prize at the end, and get that win streak and feel good about winning. That's all I'm saying. I'm not a park player, and I even think sometimes it's a little bit difficult, to get the 5 games in a row. Now, if it's a get 5 games in a row in salary cap, or get 5 games in a row in showdown or King of the Court, I don't find that difficult, not one bit. But for some reason, I do find getting 5 games in a row in the park, especially if you're playing with some randoms or people that you usually don't run with, or if you don't play that mode, I feel like it's a little bit difficult, for the casual player. That's all I'm trying to say. But you can't say that this season, this company hasn't been giving us a lot of free stuff. And you just got to put the time and the effort into it. If you put the time into grinding the game out, you're going to realize that this game is pretty rewarding. Like I said, Salary Cap right now is offering 3 Dark Matters and 1 100 overall card. If you just grind out rounds 1, 2, and 3 of Salary Cap, you're going to get 3 good Dark Matters and you're going to get a 100 from just grinding out that easy casual mode. And if you come over here today, if you grind out this, little 3-point takeover challenge, you're going to get yourself a legend. And this legend has actual value to it. It has a lot of good value to it. So you just got to spend time and grind the game out. There's people that haven't got to level 40. Last weekend, if you got to level 40 in 3 days and 72 hours, you were able to do the PG-13 challenge, and you were able to get yourself a 100 and some legends and a Dark Matter. So I feel like this game has been giving you a lot to grind out and a lot of good free stuff. Like I said, last weekend, I was able to get a Dark Matter a Dark Matter pack. I was able to get a 100 pack and some legends just from doing the PG-13 challenge. And I feel like this company is giving away a bunch of good stuff. And I can't complain. I feel like since season 6, the game has been real giving. It's just that it's been keeping me so busy that I've been like really grinding the game out a lot, man. I'm just tired from it. Like super tired from it. Like I've been grinding the game so much, my sleep schedule is completely off. I've been grinding the game out all night until like the wee hours of the morning, trying to get shit done, making sure I don't get anything, just I don't want to leave anything on the table and miss out on anything. And this company does such a good job of creating FOMO to the point you don't want to miss out on a single thing. And I try to make sure I complete everything every day.
Let me run with y'all, Dev, if he does wanna run park.
But I am super tired from all the grinding. So I'm sorry if I'm like not sounding the most energetic today. I just don't have it in me because I've been grinding the game every day. I've been streaming the game every day. And yesterday, I was grinding from 7:30 in the morning till the next day at 7:30 in the morning. And that's how much content this game has been putting out, and that's how much good free stuff there is to grind for. So you can't say that this company hasn't been giving out like good free content where you can grind it out for like good free stuff, for players.
Welcome everyone to NBA basketball on 2K Sports with two Hall of Famers. Doris
Okay,
Burke
let me
and
catch
Grant
up with the
Hill.
chat, guys.
I'm
Hold
Brian
up.
Anderson, Allie LaForce, our reporter. Now New York starting five. They've got Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Robinson.
No, Marcus, I'm not
center
saying,
position.
give it out for
Chicago,
free and stuff. Just
we've
make
got
the,
Butler,
just take the
Robin
grinding
Lopez
down
out there with
a
Taj
bit.
Gibson.
There's a lot of
Doug
grinding to
McDermott,
do,
and
and
it's
sometimes it
Rondo
gets a
in at
bit
the point.
overwhelming. Sometimes they bombard you with way too much, content at once, and too many things to grind out. And then on top of it, some of it is a little bit challenging, for a casual player. And maybe just take it down a notch, so the casual player can have some fun with the game and feel accomplished. Not feel like, oh man, I won 4 games and then I lost that 5th game and I didn't get, that park challenge done. And I didn't get my 5-game win streak and I didn't get my event card. Just tone it down a bit so, the casual player could also, feel accomplished and, get that prize. Okay, just dropped 34 with B-Boy. Yo, I still think B-Boy is one of the best cards in the game. I still love using that B-Boy card. It's still a really shifty card. It's got good movement, and to me, B-Boy still has a really good release that I like to use. I love Brandon Roy to this day. And you can still use B-Boy at the park. I feel like B-Boy is still a decent park card, even though he doesn't have the height. You can still take him out there, and you're gonna be able to hit shots and knock him down with B-Boy. Well, let me see what else the chat is saying.
The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Now here's Lopez.
That's the problem, you want everybody to cater to everybody.
Over on Antetokounmpo. Lopez can't hit.
And that closeout certainly made a difference.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time.
No, you're right,
that's
Marcus.
just
It can't be that way. I just feel bad, like, when somebody comes into my chat and they're like, hey, I was on game number 4 and then I got beat. Or hey, I tried getting the 5-game win streak 2 to 3 times, and every time I was on game 4, somebody came in and busted my streak.
Is just so pretty. This guy
And you want to see everyone be able to get the main prize and stuff, and just feel accomplished and happy with the game. I don't want to make it too easy, but you also don't want to make it too hard and stuff. And I kind of get where the casual play is coming from, because I remember when I first started this game, I used to find something like a 5-game win streak, in Showdown, or 5-game win streak in Unlimited. I was like, oh my god, this is impossible. And so sometimes I feel kind of bad for the casual player who just started playing the game, and he's got no MT, and he doesn't have any good players, and he can't complete these challenges. Sometimes you feel for that player. So, sometimes maybe you could make some of these park challenges, a little bit more rewarding and a little bit easier.
Takes a 3. Chicago with a rebound. And here's Butler. All sorts of time.
But I think as far as the other challenges, go, as far as the other agendas go, I feel like the other agendas have been pretty perfect this season.
Fires the 3.
You know, most of these challenges, they're not really that difficult. They've all been pretty easy to complete. And I want to say they're not fun, but they're also not like dead boring. You know, you could tolerate most of these agendas. And like I said, they're easy. The only problem with most of these agendas is they're pretty time consuming. That's the worst thing about them. They're not difficult. They're all easy to complete. They're just time consuming. And they're not too much fun and they're not too boring, you know. The only good thing is you do get a lot of good free stuff from the company in the last few seasons. For example, if you complete the playoff challenges, you got some really good players from round 1. If you completed round 2, you got some pretty good Galaxy Opals from round 2. And then if you completed round 3, you got some free Dark Matters. And then at the end of the day, you're going to get a free Invincible from that, from completing that. So you really can't complain, and you really can't say that this company hasn't been giving us a lot of good, you know, free content to grind. That's worth it. You can get free cards from doing the playoff challenges. Yeah, yep. And that's what I'm trying to say is I feel like there's something for everyone. If you can't go get the wins at the park, if you can't go get that 5-game win streak at the park, maybe you got to go do something easier and like go do the playoff challenges, or you know, go grind domination on rookie or something. But I do feel like this company, especially since season 6, I feel like they've been pretty giving, and I want to say all of the modes have been pretty rewarding, and the events, at least to me, they've been pretty rewarding because I've been doing the MT method and I've been making a lot of MT from it. And I have no complaints with the game. I think the game is in a good place, and I think the game is in a good stage, in a good state. And I don't have no complaints about the game. I love where the game is right now, and I think all of the modes are pretty damn fun, and they have you know, a lot of fun stuff to do in every single mode, and all of the modes seem pretty rewarding. You know, so I can't complain.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in, and he gets it.
And I also have no complaints about the auction house. You know, that's another thing. 2K's done a really good job at like keeping the prices of the auction house at a reasonable. You know, like most of the prices on the cards now, they're pretty reasonable. And I can't complain and say that the auction house is out of control or the prices in the auction house are out of control. For the most part, you know, the cards in the auction house have come down a lot. And for the most part, you know, most of the cards in the auction house are a reasonable price.
Butler's gone just 1 for 4 so far. And it's Robinson penetrating.
You know, right now you can get a lot of good cards from the auction house, like a lot of good Dark Matters, you know, and most of them are badged out. You know, even some of the 100s have come down in price, and you know, most of them are, you know, like I said, right now there's even a bunch of 100s that you can get for a decent price, like DeMarcus Cousins you can get for a decent price. You can get Rashard Lewis for a decent price. You can get Patrick Ewing for a decent price. So I can't say that the auction house is out of control and the prices are out of control. I want to say the auction house is even looking really good nowadays.
Here's George. There's 45.
So, you know, I feel like 2K is in a really good place.
Here's Wilkins. Lets it go from deep. Sends it home from three-point land.
You know, I can't say I have any complaints.
Paul George is always about
the only complaint I have is, you know, I wish Kobe was back in the game. You know, bring back Kobe, and the game would be perfect. If, you know, you can just get Kobe back in the game. But besides that, I feel like everything's been really on the up and up with the game. I feel like the game has been fun, and I feel like the game has been pretty rewarding.
For 3, George, and again New York with the triple.
To be honest, I haven't been able to put the game down like since season 6. I haven't been able to put the game down, not one bit. And I've been having a lot of fun just grinding the game out, you know, just constantly grinding it out.
And stolen by Antetokounmpo. 3-on-3. George for 3 hits the trifecta. 9 points in the game. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. New York out in front, up 7. And back to the start
Nice,
of the second
Jacob.
quarter in just a moment.
How did you get Kevin Durant? Jacob, how did you get him? And also, maybe next year, since the park is so sweaty, maybe they could have like,
And let's take a moment to
I don't
get
know,
your
a
take,
park
guys,
for the
on
casual
scoring so
players,
far
and then
for
like
the
a
Knicks.
park for like all of the comp players and the comp teams. Because I do realize like there is a lot of people constantly complaining about how sweaty the park is. And I feel like the park has gotten really a little bit too sweaty for like the casual player, you know. For the person that doesn't go to the
They've got
park a
Giannis
lot, like
Antetokounmpo.
it's pretty damn
And
sweaty.
it's Robinson in at the 5. Here's Wilkins. And again, New York with the triple.
And just not letting
Oh,
up at
Marcus,
all.
I also
mean, you
wanted
have
to add that
love
last
this
season for
approach.
season
You wanna get
6, I did get into tier 2, and I was able to get to 71 wins in Showdown, tier 2. So I'm not too bad. I felt like I did pretty good last season in
And
Showdown.
just a lack of fight right
And
now
I was
defensive
also
end.
10 games above
Right? At
500
least
in
on
salary
that
cap
slant was.
last
That's
season.
one way to let a team back in the
This
game.
season I'm not doing too good in salary cap. This season I'm like 7 games below 500 in salary cap. Salary cap got real sweaty, guys, now that they've allowed Dark Matters in. But last season I was 10 games above 500 in salary cap. This season I'm like 7 games below 500.
George defending. Here's
And
Portis. And he
I
drops
did
in the
really good
layup
in
off the
Showdown
glass.
last season. I
Portis
was
has got 4 points this
tier
quarter.
2, 71 games, and it's one of the better seasons that I had all year. I feel like I got all of those 71 games with ease.
The 3, George. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for
All right,
6.
let me see what's going on with the chat, guys.
Teams in the NBA, establishing the
Oh, you just
three-point
bought
shot
it?
is
Nice.
goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And timeout is called by Tom Thibodeau. A moment to rest and confer on the game
Oh,
plan.
damn. I just won Pink Diamond Michael Beasley. 19 Legends. 176,000 MT. You just got yourself one really good card. You're going to have so much fun taking that card out to the park. And that's a card that you can still run in Showdown for sure, man. I feel like you can still run Pink Diamond. There's a few Pink Diamonds that I feel like you can still run in Showdown. Pink Diamond Michael Beasley, Pink Diamond Wemby, Pink Diamond Dr. J, Pink Diamond King James, and maybe Pink Diamond Kawhi and Pink Diamond PG-13, and maybe even Pink Diamond Kareem. I feel like you can still run those cards in Showdown or at the park for sure, especially if you're good. Especially if you're a good enough player. If you're a really good player, you can run those cards any time of the day. But yeah, man, you got yourself a really good card. Especially since he's got so many damn legends, man. 19 legends? That was a really good deal for him.
Rondo comes in for Payne.
You know, I feel like this year they made some of these cards like so OP, especially the pink diamonds. Some of these pink diamonds this year, they made them so OP that you really don't need the best of the best cards this year. You don't need the, you know, the top of the line cards. You don't need the 100s or the Dark Matters, or, you know, you could. You can go out there to salary cap. You can go in the, you know, place Showdown. You can go to the park. You can go out there with some really good pink diamonds, with some really good Galaxy Opals, and you can still hang it in any of those modes. And I'm being honest. Like I said, you can still take Pink Diamond and Michael Beasley. You can still take him to the park or still take him to Showdown, and you're going to be okay with that card. You know, that was a really good pickup, man, especially for the price that you paid.
Even a question mark. Portis outside.
Yo, what up, Honcho? What's good, my dude?
New York with a rebound.
Good to see you, man. So, you know, you don't ever have to feel bad like, oh man, I only got like 3 Dark Matters, or I only have like this 100 and it's the Timmy D. You know, if you're a really good player, you can go out there and you can really hang with some of these pink diamonds. You can still hang with the Galaxy Opals and you know, as long as you're a good player, you know, they made a lot of these cards really good this year.
3-point range. Wade's gotten himself on the board.
Nice, Devin. Keep grinding, Devin. That's what I'm talking about, little man. Just keep grinding. You're almost there. You're going to get there by the end of by tonight. You're going to be at level 40, and by tonight, you're going to have Invincible PG-13. And let me tell you, he's a really good card, Devin. Super good card. I fucking love that card, man.
Here's Portis. After the basket by New York.
PG-13 is making it so easy for me to get wins in Showdown. It's not even funny how easy that card is making it for me. That card is making my life easy.
Pass to Duncan from outside the arc. Rebounded by Lopez. Lopez has got 4 rebounds now. Lopez, the screen on Robinson.
But I'm just chilling, Honcho. I'm just over here grinding for that badge. I feel like that's a really good grind, and I feel like it's a grind that's worth doing. And you know, like I was just saying earlier, I feel like 2K's been giving us a lot of stuff that's worth grinding for. They've been giving us a lot of good free content, and when this company's giving you so much free stuff, you know, so much free content, you really can't complain. And I feel like they've been giving us a lot of good content that's worth the grind. You know, you just gotta grind out the game.
For 3. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Here's Wilkins. This one for 3. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
You know, so I'm over here grinding out for the badges, and that's it. It's not much of a challenge, but it gives me something to do for the day. And then afterwards, tonight, I'm going to be grinding salary cap the whole night. Because I'm going to make sure that I get to 2,500 points, and I'm going to make sure that I get 5,000 points. Because I want to grind for that. Those I think it's 3 free Dark Matters, plus you get a free 100 from salary cap. And can't nobody say that getting 3 free Dark Matters and a free 100, can't nobody say that that's not a good, you know, grind. That, you know, that's not a, you know, that this company isn't giving away good free stuff.
Tonight. He should be their #1 option on every possession.
Rondo passes to Lopez.
Oh, Chase. Rate my lineup. 100 Michael Jordan. Invincible Kawhi. Invincible Bob Pettit. 100 Shaq. Opal Wemby.
Unable to get the ball.
Benches 100 Booker, 100 Larry Bird, Invincible Paul George, 100 Tim Duncan, and 100 Porzingis. Chase, you don't need me to rate your squad. That squad doesn't need any sort of improvement. You don't need any sort of upgrades. That's a God squad right there. That's a God squad alert. You know, so if you want to hear me say that, we've got a God Squad alert on our hands, guys. That's a God Squad, my dude, and you know it. That's a flex. That's what that is. It's a flex squad. But GG's on the good squad, man.
They get the rebound.
That's a W.
Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish.
But I wish I had a team like that. But that's one heck of a team, man. You don't have to do anything else to that team, especially if you have a Galaxy Opal Wemby that's all badged out. If you have a Galaxy Opal Wemby that's got, let's say, 30 legends, that's a good-ass Wemby. You know, if you got a Wemby that's all badged out, you're good. And there's no improvements to be made on your team. You don't need to make any upgrades. That's a God squad. Yo, Chase. Add me to PlayStation Network, Indy2k_. I'll play you any time of the day. I never duck a challenge, and I don't ever run from any smoke. Like I said, you always got to take your wins and your L's like a man. If somebody beats you, they beat you. If they got a better team, they got a better team. If they're better, if they just outplay you, they outplay you. You know, it is what it is. You got to take your W's and your L's like a man. And but you can never duck a challenge. That's what I always say. You can never duck a challenge. You gotta take whatever challenge comes. And if you win, you win. If you lose, you lose. You just gotta take your L's like a man.
just saw your video on opening the pass rewards and I was
New York leading
wondering
by
if you
8.
knew what
Robin
happened to the
Lopez out there with
PG-13
Taj
challenge
Gibson.
for the
Then there's Jimmy
100.
Butler. Then there's Rajon Rondo. And it's McDermott in at the small forward position. That's Tom Thibodeau's 5 as we
Hold
get
on, guys.
going in the
Let
second
me see what the
half.
chat is saying real quick.
Are you kidding me? Just look at what Paul George is doing.
Hey, bro,
to the
I saw your
defense
video
over
opening
and over.
the Pro Pass Award, and I was wondering if you knew what
New season.
Pass to Butler.
happens to that
Here's the
PG-13
three.
challenge.
The three.
Oh,
Dropped in
you see,
by
Sox,
Jimmy
that's what
Butler.
kind of sucks is,
Both teams are starting to
last
find
week,
a rhythm here.
you had to get to level 40 in one weekend. You had 72 hours, 3 days to get to level 40. And if you didn't get to level 40 in 72 hours, plus complete the PG-13 challenges, you couldn't get that card.
And there's a
Because the challenge was for a limited time only, and it was for only 72 hours. And that's what I mean, is that this company has been dropping so much content. They've actually been bombarding us with so much content, giving us so much to grind that sometimes it's a little bit overwhelming. And they should give us a little bit more time to complete things. But it was a really fun grind for me getting to level 40. I stood up for basically 3 days straight. I grinded to level 40 in one weekend. I got to level 40 on Monday morning at 10 a.m. and I had 1 hour left to complete the PG-13 challenges. And I got that done in the very last hour of that challenge being around. So you were only able to do that last weekend, and after last weekend that challenge was gone. They took it away. And they also took away the prizes from that challenge. So you had to complete it all last weekend in one weekend. I can't remember what I got, but I think my Dark Matter pack was a duplicate. And then the 100 I got from it was either, I think it was Dwight Howard I got from it. Yeah, but it kind of sucks, Sox, that I feel like that was a challenge that they didn't have to take away in 3 days. I feel like that was a challenge they should have just left up for the whole season. This way, it gave you a chance to grind to level 40 at your own pace. You know, some people can't grind to level 40 in just 3 days. Some people don't have the time for that, and some people don't want to grind to level 40 in 72 hours. It's a lot of work, and I don't blame a lot of people for not doing that. It is a huge challenge to complete, and I feel like they should have left that challenge up for the whole season, so this way you could have just grinded to level 40 at your own pace, and then once you got to level 40, you could have completed the PG-13 challenge, and you could have got yourself a free 100 and a free Dark Matter plus a Legend. But they only left it up for 72 hours, so you had to get to level 40 in 3 days. And it was one of the toughest things I have ever done video game wise. You know, when it comes to video games, I've done a lot of, crazy type of grinding. But grinding to level 40 in 3 days, it's like next level type of grinding. It was a lot of work, man. And afterwards, I felt tired for like the last, I was like really tired for like 3 days in a row. Because for 3 days in a row, that's all I did was just grind out the game, and I just kept pushing myself. I didn't care how boring it was, how much work it was. It was a lot of repetitive, tedious shit. But you just gotta keep at it. You just gotta keep grinding, so you can get that prize that you want at the end. And sometimes I wish 2K would, like I was telling Marcus, make some of these challenges, it's one thing to grind, but it's one thing to keep us on the game for 3 days straight, or try to get people to get 5-game win streaks at the park. That's a bit challenging, for some people, and it's a bit too much work for some people. And I think sometimes they should make the challenges, not as lengthy and not as difficult, not as challenging. Like instead of getting a 5-game win streak at the park, make it a 3-game win streak at the park. Instead of getting to level 40 in 3 days, give us a week to get to level 40. And I think you would find like that a lot of the consumers, a lot of the customers, that buy this game, I think you would find the community being a lot happier.
And it's New York with a rebound.
And they would sit there and actually take the time out to, put the effort into completing a lot of these challenges.
4-3.
Because
Wilkins,
I
good.
grind everything. I grind
Wilkins has
every
got
mode.
9
I grind
points here in
every
the second
single
half.
agenda and challenge they drop. And I have to admit, I find it pretty fun. It is really challenging at times. At times it does get very boring and repetitive, and it is a lot of tedious work. But at the end of the day, I'm real happy with the grind. I have a lot of fun with it, and I want to say for the most part, I get pretty good things from, you know, the packs that I do get. So I have no complaints. I have no complaints about the prizes I get. I have no complaints about the grinding. I actually find it a lot of fun nowadays.
Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
And I'm like I said, for the most part, you know, they're not too challenging. They're real easy grinds. They just take a lot of time to do. That's the worst part about them, and it makes it get a little bit boring at times.
Back to Rondo, down low. Here's Lopez.
But can't nobody say like, hey, this company doesn't give us anything for free, or hey, this company hasn't given me anything good. You really do have to grind out the game. You know, they want you to spend time on the game and, you know, interact with them and participate, and they are going to reward you at the end if you grind out the game.
Seconds left to play in the third.
I just feel like some of them are a little bit too challenging, you know, for some people. Not everyone can get a 5-game win streak or go win 3 games at King of the Court.
Pass to Lopez.
You know, this weekend, I thought you had to win 3 games at King of the Court to get your event card. So I went into King of the Court. I won 4 games in a row. It ended up that you only had to play 3 games in a row to get the event card from King of the Court. And most of the people, you know, they see an event like that, they see a challenge like that, they don't even go on to King of the Court to even try to win the game. They just go on there, they play the 3 games, they lose, they get it over with, and they get their event card. And you know, for just participating. So I felt like that was a really good challenge, because all you had to do was participate, and you were able to get an event card that was worth 150,000 MT.
So it's New York closing out the quarter.
And you know, for people that don't have any MT stacked up, 150,000 MT event card is pretty damn good for a lot of people. So I feel like this company has been really, really giving this season. And I've been having a lot of fun. A ton of fun with the game. Sometimes I think I'm having a little too much fun with the game, and maybe I'm on the game a little too much nowadays. But that's how much fun I'm actually having with the game.
And while we have a chance, let's go.
I pulled Invincible Magic Johnson from the Galaxy Opal Freaks. Oh my gosh, there's no fucking way. Send me a picture of that. I need to see that. I need to see a picture or video, some sort of proof or some sort of receipts. I cannot believe that you got Magic Johnson from a free 10-pack box. That's a W right there, my dude. That's a huge W. That's probably one of the biggest W's of the year. Yo, what's good, Corby?
You've got George, and it's Duncan in at the 4 slot.
But that's pretty crazy. And that's a good example right there. This guy just got an Invincible Magic Johnson from a free 10-pack box. I saw JC2K the other day get 2 free Dark Matters from a free 10-pack box. So this company has been really giving. I can't say they haven't been giving.
Pass to Wilkins from downtown to the left wing.
And I kind of love it when this company is giving back to the community. Not only does it make them look good, it makes the community feel good. You know, feels good to feel like, oh, I just completed this agenda, I just completed this challenge. You feel accomplished, and you feel really good when you get rewarded for that, and that you get a really good price for that. And it makes 2K look good. So I feel like 2K just needs to keep it up and give us more of this kind of stuff. You know, can't nobody complain and say, oh, this company isn't giving me anything good or isn't giving back to the community. Because they really are giving back to the community. And I feel like a lot of people are happy with it. Oh, send it to me on PlayStation Network, Indy2K_. And if anybody wants to play any showdown, or if anybody wants to run any park, I'm down to play any showdown. I'm always down to play any 5v5. And I guess I'm down to run park, even though park isn't my forte, isn't my main thing. But I'm down to run park if anybody wants to run park. But I would really like to play some showdown against anybody from the chat. That's down. I'm always down for that. I'm always down to see what your team is looking like also. So if you want to see, send me any sort of picture of what your team is looking like. I could either rate your team or I could like maybe help you, you know, improve and upgrade your team if you need any help with that. Like I always tell people, I'm not here to like criticize your team or like, you know, critique it. I'm just here to help you improve your team or upgrade it in any way I can. I'm not like somebody that's like, oh, your team looks like dog shit. Or, you know, I'm not here to like be negative about your team. Because, you know, a lot of people can't afford, you know, to have the best team out there. So, you know, I'm only here to try to help you out. And if I can help you out, make any sort of improvements or upgrades to your team, then that's what I'm here for.
Now here's Rondo, guarded closely. Portis finds Miller. Outside, Rondo.
But yeah, guys, I highly recommend that completing this challenge. I feel like it's worth it. Like I said, you're gonna get a legend out of it, and a legend has a lot of value. You know, these badges, you know, they're still really hard to come by, and they're worth a lot of money. These badges, you know how much it will cost you to get a badge, to get a legend. You have to go open up a Hall of Fame box to get a legend. So I feel like when the company gives out something like a legend badge, you have to go grind for it. Because, you know, most of the time, the only place you can get a legend is from a Hall of Fame box, or for grinding to 200 wins in Showdown, or grinding 400 wins at the park. That's the only time you get a legend badge. So if they give you a cute little, like, you know, challenge like this, you got to get it done. I don't care if it takes you an hour or 2 hours. It's completely worth it. Yo, what's good, Paradox? Yo, we got Corey and we got Go Paradox in the house. How you doing, guys? Good to see you guys. Always appreciate it with when the boys, you know, swing through. I always appreciate it when Devin swings through, when Paradox swings through. People like Corey in the house. But I'm just trying to add a legend, you know, to the collection. I'm really down on my legends. Like I said, all of my badges went to my Dark Matter cards. I completely badged out every Dark Matter that I have in my collection. And I'm down to maybe, I think I have maybe 5 or 7 legends. And I think I have maybe 10 Hall of Fame badges. So I don't have any badges left whatsoever in my collection. And I'm embarrassed to say that I don't have any more badges left over. You know, I just completely squandered them. And I used them up, you know, to beef up my Dark Matters. That's what I did with them. But I'm real happy that I did use them on my Dark Matters. And I'm really glad I did beef up my Dark Matters. Because now a lot of my Dark Matters, they can hang with 100s. They can hang with invincible cards. And that's another thing, guys. You know, the badges, they come in handy. Like, if you can't afford a 100, and most of us can't afford a 100 or even an invincible card. If you can't afford an invincible or you can't afford a 100, man, go out there and badge up your Dark Matters, you know. And trust me, these badges, they're going to make a difference. They're going to improve that fucking Dark Matter big time. And you'll notice once you start badging out a player, it is night and day from a base player compared to a badged out player. So, you know, if you can't afford a 100, you can't afford a invincible, you don't have to get upset about it. You know, don't get bummed out about that. You know, badge out what you have. You know, deck out your fucking Dark Matter players. You can turn those Dark Matter players into a 100. You can turn those Dark Matter players into an invincible.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And again, New York with the triple.
Absolutely ruthless. He's not about to start showing mercy now.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door.
But yeah, guys, I appreciate all of you, you know, that are hanging out with me right now. Until like 20-30 minutes ago, I was so fucking dead bored. Like, I was so dead tired from all the grinding, you know, that I've been doing for the last 2 weeks now. That I didn't feel like I had much energy or anything. But now that you guys are here hanging out with me, I kind of feel like, you know, it's kind of really awake and you guys kind of revived me. You know, for a second I was feeling dead tired and just kind of out of it. And glad you guys are hanging out and chilling. And, you know, I kind of feel like I've been re-energized, and I'm ready to continue grinding, I guess.
This is a
Like I said, after this, I got to do salary cap, and 20 minutes ago, I kind of thought I was done for the day, and I wasn't gonna grind out salary cap. But I'm gonna continue grinding, and I'm gonna grind out salary cap. And like I said, I'm gonna get to 2,500 points, and then I want to grind to 5,000 points. Because if you grind out salary cap right now to round 3, you're gonna get 3 dark matters and a 100. Guys, that's gonna improve anybody's team overnight. If you just grind out salary cap, this company is gonna give you so much free stuff out of salary cap right now for just playing all 3 rounds. You're gonna get to improve your team overnight, and you're gonna get to make some really good, big improvements to your team. I don't know about you, but me adding a 100 to my team would make a huge improvement to my team. I don't care if it's Devin Booker. I don't care if it's Chris Webber. If I can get a free 100 for grinding salary cap, that's gonna be a huge improvement to my lineup. I don't care who it is. I don't even care if it's Clyde Drexler. It's a free 100 that you get from just grinding the game. It don't cost you nothing to grind the game.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game.
This has been one of the most dominant performances I've ever seen. What's incredible is he has no off switch, just a tremendous motor, and he's making an impact on every single possession. And look at
but we can't sit here complaining day in and day out like that this company doesn't give you anything, or that this company is all money, or this game is pay to win or pay to play. We can't sit there and say that anymore because this company's giving us so much, and like at one point you gotta kind of stop the complaining, and you can't keep being negative about the game that you love and the game that you play every single day. If you're gonna sit there and complain about this game every day and be negative about it and say that then why play it? But to me, I started looking at the positives, and I started seeing a lot of positive content coming from this company, and I feel like it's making it a really good game. It's making it one of the most enjoyable seasons thus far.
Guys,
I find it highly enjoyable, and I find the game highly addictive. Like I go to sleep thinking about this game. I wake up thinking about this game. As soon as I wake up, I want to play this game, and I want to grind it out a little bit. And I've been having a lot of fun with the game, and I'm just glad I'm glad I stuck around with 2K25. I'm glad I didn't give up on it. Because I feel like a lot of people gave up on 2K25, and maybe they gave up on it a little too early.
The problem is they haven't gotten production from any other spot. But right now this guy is cooking.
The events, even if you have no money spent, the events are kind of like a W because you can get so many good cards from the exchange. And let's say you're like, oh, these cards from the exchange, they all suck ass. I don't like any of these players. Well, damn, just grind out the event, go, make some MT, do the MT method, and get the player you want out of the auction house. Go get them yourself. They're giving you the chance now to make a bunch of MT.
He blew that. Look, guys,
You know what?
No clue what went wrong there.
We really don't have anything left to complain about. If you don't like the players in the event, in the exchange, if you don't like the packs in the exchange, just do the MT method and go buy exactly what you want out of the auction house. Problem solved. If you think the event, like the agendas, the grind is too long, then go do the playoff agendas. They're pretty simple. They're not that long. You can get them done in 2 days. If you go do the playoff challenges, you're gonna get a bunch of good free pink diamonds, a bunch of good dark matters, a bunch of good galaxy opals, and if you complete all of it, you get an invincible.
The rebound by Gibson.
Guys, you can't complain that this company gives you 2 free invincibles in 1 season. There's just no complaining.
So New York wins it. This one wasn't
like
close.
I can't complain. I'm about to, get 2 free invincibles in my starting lineup. Just off of free grinding.
They met every challenge, and they
So I think the game is in a really good place, and I'm absolutely loving it. And I can play this game all fucking week and not take a break.
Alongside our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. And now our player of the game.
Okay, guys, let me catch up with the chat real quick. I lost track of it. No, there's no way to recover deleted media. Once you delete anything from your PlayStation, I don't know of any way, because I also ran into that problem one time. I deleted some videos that I needed to, I was trying to get them back, and I couldn't find any way to get back deleted media from your PlayStation. Once you delete anything off of your PlayStation, it's pretty much gone. You know what, Corey? Even if they nerfed PG-13 or they give us an invincible, let's say the free invincible from the playoff challenge isn't the best invincible, there's still gonna be invincible cards that are good enough to come off of your bench, you know, out of your reserves. You know, I still feel like they're gonna be really good cards. I don't know, but I kind of like my PG-13. I really love the invincible PG-13. And I know in the beginning I was complaining about that, Paul George, but I think now that PG-13, it turned out to be a really good, solid card, man. He's in my starting lineup. You know, I really depend on him a lot. He plays really good defense. He's got a really good jump shot. So, you know, I know sometimes I complain about the game a lot, but it's only because I love the game so damn much and I want to see it in a good place. But right now, I've got like nothing but love for the game, man. Like, you know, like I said, I'm over here waking up early so I can jump on the sticks. You know, I go to bed thinking about this game, and like, I got my one of my best friends, you know, back into 2K MyTeam. His name is Shalongo 2K. Anytime we talk on the phone now, that's all we're talking about is, you know, the agendas and the challenges and what you get for completing them. And so I feel like the game is in a really good, fun place right now. Really good, fun spot. And I don't have no complaints about the game. God, I can't wait until my girl gets back home. When my girl isn't home and my mom isn't home, I find myself fucking starving more than half the fucking day. And I'm constantly munching out, trying to fill my stomach up. But what I need is like a really good breakfast or a really good lunch or a really good dinner right about now. I'm fucking starving. Okay, let me see how much more of this I have left. Okay. Not too much. I got 3 things left to do, and then this 3-point takeover challenge is done. And again, guys, it only took me about an hour and a half of hanging out with you guys, and I'm gonna be done with this. Take the time out to do these agendas. You're gonna boost up your rep. You're gonna get a badge out of this. You're gonna make MT from grinding out domination. You know, make sure you take the time out to grind out the agendas and complete all of the challenges. This way you can't go around saying or feeling like, hey, this company doesn't give me anything good for free. This company doesn't give you any good prizes. It's not rewarding. There's a lot of good stuff out there to get. You just got to grind the game. And that's what this company wants you to do. They want you to participate. They want you to grind out the game. And believe me, guys, I used to be real lazy about it too. I wasn't much of a grinder before, but nowadays, you just kind of, you got to get used to it, I want to say. And you got to get used to like dealing with the computer and playing against the computer and just being a little bit bored with that from time to time. But for the most part, the challenges, they're real easy. They're kind of semi-fun, some of them. And they're real easy to complete. They're just time-consuming. And afterwards, you know, they're worth it. It pays off. Believe me, I wouldn't be here completing this challenge if I didn't need a badge. But everyone needs badges, so you might as well do this challenge, and on the way you're going to make MT and boost up your rep.
on this fine
It doesn't
Wednesday
hurt to grind
afternoon.
out the game,
This is
guys.
Brian Anderson
I know everybody
with
wants to be at the
Hall of
park
Famers Grant Hill and
24/7,
Doris
or everybody
Burke.
wants to be
Allie
playing
LaForce, our
Showdown
reporter.
24/7.
Here's the starting group for Portland.
But if
We've
you
got
don't
Nicholas
grind out the
Batum,
agendas, you're not going
Damian
to get
Lillard out
anything
there
for
with
free from
Wesley
this company.
Matthews. Then there's Robin Lopez.
No, if you don't
And
grind,
it's
you don't
Aldridge
shine.
in at the power forward position. And for New York, we've got George, and it's Duncan in at the 4 slot. And so
You know,
off
and
the
I've
tip,
noticed like
it's
the people that,
Trailblazers.
for example, only play park. They only want to play park. They really don't ever want to leave the
Now
park.
here's Lillard.
If
He's
you
guarded
only
closely.
play park, you're never going to get any good sort of prizes or rewards because they only give you something, what is it, every Sunday, I believe? Well, you know, if you
That's a
grind out
five.
all of the modes, you know, you grind out a
New
little
York
bit
with
of
the
each
rebound.
mode, you're going to get good stuff from salary cap. You're going to get,
Now on to Kumpo.
I think,
Pass to
really
Duncan.
good stuff nowadays from Domination. Domination is really... Yo, guys, Domination has been real rewarding
Wilkins.
all year. You know, the fact that right
Six to
now,
shoot.
for example, if you go and you grind out Domination, by the time you get the 100 stars,
Back to Kumpo.
you're going to get a Dark Matter Bernard
And the
King.
ball
That's
goes
going to
out
be
of
one of the
bounds.
best Dark
Nice
Matters
touch by
in the
Lopez.
game right now. Dark Matter Bernard King, that's a huge W. That's going to be a great card. On the way, you're going to pick up 7 Legend badges from just grinding out Domination and trying to get Bernard King. On top of it, you're going to earn
Kicks it to
MT on the
George.
way. You really can't complain about that. You get to earn MT, badges, and Bernard King. Just can't complain about that, guys. You know, for anyone that's complaining, you know, in season 7, you know, you got to ask yourself, what more do you want out of this company?
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous.
You know, I can't even
force.
complain about the toppers anymore.
And
Like
just
right
over
now,
a
if you
minute
rip
played here to
a
start the
super
game.
pack on Tuesday, you get a chance at getting an invincible. You get a 25% chance at getting
Back
an
to Lillard.
invincible. That sounds like a really good box to me, and that
Lopez,
sounds like a
pass
really
to
good
George.
topper to me. So I can't even say like, you know, hey, the Tuesday content is garbage. No, the Tuesday content is also really good
Jacks up a
because
three.
now they're giving you a
Gets
25%
the three
chance
to
at getting an
fall.
invincible.
You're asking for trouble
So,
now if you let Paul George get room to run.
I gotta say, guys, this company is, you know, to me, they're hitting home runs right now.
Lopez
You know, what else
passes
can
to
we ask for? You know,
Matthews. And
what
the
else do we
layup
want
falls.
from this
Just
company?
taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is.
You know,
not
sure, would
the
I
way
love
you
an
want to
invincible
start
pack
giving
that's
up high percentage
that you could buy
looks?
for
That doesn't
$25 and it would
typically
spit you out
end
an
well.
invincible right there?
Here's Wilkins.
I'm sure they're gonna give us something like that in season 8.
There's the triple.
Trust me, in season 8,
And a
they're gonna be
big
giving
finish
us
by Robinson.
giving us all sorts of invincible packs that, you know, just gonna guarantee you an invincible or a gold card. They're gonna be $25 to $30 a pack, but you're gonna be able to get every invincible and every gold card out there. You just gotta wait and, you know, be patient with the game and just enjoy it as it goes and
And so
collect as
Lillard
much
will
free
bring it
stuff
up
as you
for
can
Portland.
from this company.
It's a 5-point
Take advantage
game.
of it. Take advantage of the
Lopez,
events and the
screen.
MT method. You know,
Lillard
just
can't
don't
get it to
sit
go.
there and pout and say, oh, they don't give us
Here's New
anything,
York
because
now.
they do. They give us a lot.
Robinson with it. Guarded by Batum. And a big finish by Robinson.
And let me tell you, if this company wasn't being giving right now in season 7, I would be the first to complain. I'm like, yo, it's season 7. You guys want to hook us, you know, for season for NBA 2k26. You got to give us something. Believe me, guys, if they weren't giving us anything, I would be the first one to complain about it. I'm always complaining about this game when there's need to complain about it. But right now, I feel like there's no need to complain about this game. You know, and sometimes, you know, in season 7, this game can get a little bit dead and a little stale. I feel like 2K's done a good job at keeping this game, you know, pretty relevant. You know, there's a lot of good challenges that go alongside with the playoffs that are happening right now in real life. And not only that, but it's just been a lot of good free content. Stuff that's been keeping the game relevant. I've been really enjoying round 1, 2, and 3 of the playoff challenges. I'm over here completing the playoff challenges as I'm watching the playoffs on TV. It doesn't get any more fun than that. I'm over here watching the NBA playoffs while I'm doing the playoff challenges in the game that I love. So I think the game has just been a home run since like season 6. I've been having a lot of fun. And you guys see how much, I'm on the game lately. I'm on the game every day for like 6 to 8 hours a day, just grinding out the game. And I think if you're a content creator and you're a streamer that you really love the game and you're really passionate about it, it's going to show in your videos. It's going to show by how much you're actually grinding the game with the community. It's going to show by how much time you put into streaming the game or how much content you put out there. And sometimes I even wonder, like, these other content creators, these other streamers, are they actually, grinding out the game? Are they actually playing it? Do they actually have love for, 2K25? But like, some of them, I never even see some of them on the game.
Lopez not having any issues converting that.
They're definitely, pumping out content, to get views and shit, but I never see them, streaming the game and actually grinding out the game. There's a few of them that actually stream the game every single day, and every single day they're grinding out the game. That's Carlo and Decentric. I really like both of those streamers and both of those content creators. I feel like they're always putting a lot of love and a lot of passion into the game. You could tell they actually genuinely love being on the game 24/7. If you don't love this game, there's no way you can be on this game 24/7. And I feel like the people that really do love 2K25, they're on the game all the time and they're actually enjoying it. Because this company is giving us really good content right now. And for any content creators to say, oh, this company isn't putting out good content right now, that would be a huge lie.
Sinks it from distance. George has got 6.
How about the range? I mean, that's big time, limitless range. I'll tell you, you better check him when he steps over the line.
Pass to Aldridge. There's McCollum.
Hey guys, I'm gonna finish off this last game, but my girl just got back home and my son just got back home, and I'm really excited to see them. They've been gone all weekend, and I'm just gonna put the game down and hang out with the fam for a little bit. But I'll be back. Hey, Papa. I'll be back later on tonight because, like I said, tonight I'm gonna be grinding out salary cap because I have to get to 2,500 points, and I also want to grind it out so I get to 5,000 points. Because like I said, guys, the company's going to give you, I think it's 3 free Dark Matters and a free 100 for grinding out all 3 rounds of salary cap. So please, guys, make sure you guys grind that out, take advantage of that, and don't leave anything on the table, don't leave anything behind, and get whatever you can from this company for free, and don't be one of those people complaining saying that this company doesn't give you shit for free when they're trying to give you a free 100 right now if you just go grind salary cap. So make sure you go get that done and go get something good for yourself. And enjoy your day off from work and enjoy the holiday with your family and your friends. And peace out, 2K community. I do it for the 2K culture. Stay savage, never average. Love your fam.
Aldridge, here we go.
Hey, Pop, I'm so glad.